sorry for everything I've done to hurt my children.
She escaped from her parents' house of torture to free her 12 siblings.
10-year-old being chained to a bed, I would call that torture.
Cette maison de l'horreur aux États-Unis.
Sometimes I still have nightmares.
C'est un fait divers sordide qui émeut tout le pays.
It's heartbreaking.
But we do need to acknowledge the courage of the young girl to escape.
Here's the story of Jordan Turpin, survivor of what the American media have dubbed the House of Horror. It's almost 6 a.m., still dark. Jordan Turpin, 17, escapes through the window of the house where she lives with her parents and 12 brothers and sisters. With a cell phone, she calls 911.
I just went away from home because I live in a family of 15. We have abusing parents.
Okay, how did they abuse you?
My two little sisters right now are chained up.
We are in Riverside County, California, 1 hour east of downtown Los Angeles.
C'est plutôt la zone entre la grande ville et le désert. C'est une banlieue américaine comme il en existe tant, avec des pavillons qui sont assez typiques des États-Unis. Elle ne sait pas ce qu'est le monde extérieur. Elle dit « je ne sais pas ce qu'est un trottoir, une rue ». Elle lui dit « je suis là et il y a un grand signe stop ».
Jordan Turpin speaks on the phone for the first time in her life. The police are immediately dispatched to the scene. The day has dawned. The police knock on the door of the house.
La porte s'ouvre et là, il y a le couple Turpin, les parents, donc ils sont en pyjama, le visage enfariné, et ils se retrouvent face à 5 ou 6 officiers de police. Quand les policiers entrent dans la maison, c'est un capharnaüm énorme, il y a un désordre pas possible, et quand ils arrivent dans la chambre, ils trouvent 12 enfants âgés de 2 à 29 ans, parfois enchaînés, mal nourris, sales.
There were 3 individuals that were chained to some type of furniture inside the residence.
Ces policiers se rendent compte immédiatement que là, on est sur un cas incroyablement grave.
Being 17 years old and appearing to be a 10-year-old, being chained to a bed, I would call that torture.
Les voisins n'avaient rien remarqué pour la simple et bonne raison que les enfants étaient cachés dans une chambre complètement fermée.
You see, I have a daughter, and I mean, it's very horrifying.
We're not robots, and you know this is difficult for everybody that sees these images and hears these stories. So it breaks our heart, but we're professionals. Our job is to go into court and seek justice, and we're going to do that.
The details of the children's living conditions are revealed to the press. The case shocks the United States and the world.
Les enfants n'avaient pas le droit de manger à leur faim, un seul repas par jour, une seule douche par an.
Victims have now been examined by doctors and medical professionals. All the victims were and are severely malnourished. To give you an example, one of the children at age 12 is the weight of an average 7-year-old.
Accused of torture, the Turpin spouses are incarcerated pending trial. They both face life in prison. Louise was only 16 when she ran away from home to marry David Turpin, a 27-year-old computer engineer she met at a Pentecostal church. Together, they left West Virginia to settle in Texas. Louise Turpin's sister later revealed that they had suffered sexual abuse as children at the hands of their grandfather.
I can remember her crying in the dark room while Papa did stuff to me, because she had no choice but to watch.
The Turpin spouses are evangelical Christians, a very popular religious movement in the United States. They had their first child in 1988, the 13th and last in 2015.
C'est un couple extrêmement religieux pour qui la place de Dieu est primordiale dans la famille. Elle explique d'ailleurs que si la famille est si nombreuse, c'est la volonté de Dieu.
I pray for my children every day. I believe God has a special plan for each of them.
In 2010, the Turpin family moved to California. In appearance, the family seems happy. They even all went to Disneyland and several times to Las Vegas. With an Elvis look-alike, the parents renewed their wedding vows several times.
Falling in love with you.
In reality, The 13 children are cut off from the world. Raised in a very pious way, they are homeschooled and malnourished. They even suffer abuse when they steal food.
The abuse and severe neglect intensified over time and intensified as they moved to California.
When the parents are rarely absent, the children turn on the television. Jordan dreams of the outside world as she discovers the Justin Bieber clip.
Et elle se rend compte, grâce à cette vidéo, qu'il y a des gens sur Terre qui ne vivent pas comme elle, qui ont l'air d'être différents.
In captivity, Jordan films herself in her room singing songs she composes. She posts "Where is the Key" or "You Owe Me" on a secret YouTube account.
It's me, and this is the song I wrote. It's over. I will not go back alive. I will stay until I die.
À force de discussion avec ses sœurs et ses frères, elle décide d'aller voir ce qui se passe à l'extérieur parce que elle comprend que les parents sont abusifs.
The 17-year-old victim that escaped had been working on a plan with her siblings to escape this abuse for more than 2 years.
In 2019, the Turpin spouses' trial opened. They pled guilty to 14 counts, including torture and false imprisonment.
La mère, qui est en pleurs pendant tout le procès, ne cesse d'invoquer Dieu en disant qu'elle a donné une éducation religieuse à ses enfants et que grâce à Dieu, elle a essayé de prendre soin d'eux, mais que maintenant, devant Dieu, elle demandait pardon.
I believe God has a special plan for each of them. I really look forward to the day I can see them, hug them, and tell them I'm sorry. I want them to know how special they are and how very proud I am of them. I pray for my children every day.
Some of the Turpin children attend the hearing and some take the stand.
My parents took my whole life from me, but now I'm taking my life back. I'm in college now and living independently. I love hanging out with my friends and life is great. I believe everything happens for a reason. Life may have been bad, but it made me strong. I fought to become the person I am.
Sometimes I still have nightmares of things that had happened, such as my siblings being chained up or getting beaten. But that is the past, and this is now. I love my parents and have forgiven them for a lot of the things that they did to us.
The Turpin spouses are ultimately sentenced to life in prison with a 25-year no parole term.
I told you! If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.
Jordan was able to fulfill one of her dreams by attending a concert by her idol, Justin Bieber. She even got to meet his wife, Haley. On her TikTok account, she has over 1 million followers. She dreams of becoming a model and speaker, and has even launched her own clothing brand.
Hey guys, it's Jordan Turpin here. I am so excited to pop on here today and share with you guys my new clothesline I've been working on. The name of this clothesline is Braveness by Jordan Turpin. Braveness represents hope, so does butterflies. And this, braveness.
Today, Jordan still suffers from post-traumatic stress.
My normal day, I usually, cry. I try to get myself to eat, and then I start to do my makeup, but I cry. So I have to do it over.
As for her brothers and sisters, the adults are struggling to get by on state aid. The minors were temporarily placed in a foster family where they suffered violence at the hands of their adoptive parents.
Heureusement, les services sociaux s'en sont rendus compte assez vite, ont retiré les enfants, les nouvelles familles ont été condamnées.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to hit the like button. It's really important for us. A big thank you to the Brut team who helped me make these videos every week. And I'll see you next Saturday for another episode of The Big Story.